Hello guys, so today I'll show you how to make this. These are some footsteps, and if we go on the grass texture, it shows the grass footsteps, and we go on uh, blood or paint or anything like that, it shows that texture. And also when we get out of it, we still have that texture for a while, and after that the blood or paint or whatever you want, the texture is gone, and then you can go back and you have the texture again on the foot. Then you go, and it still applies on the other textures also. So yeah, let's get into it. So firstly, what you'll need is a footprint image. It should be a PNG or like basically transparent image. I downloaded one image and just used Photoshop to flip it. You can use any uh, software you want. Just make sure that you see the background as these checkered boxes. Okay, if you are not able to see it, you edit it in Photoshop or whatever software you want. Or if it is only one single color, if the background is black and your footsteps are white, or footsteps are black and background is white, you can just chroma key texture, check it, and then select it. Right there are many tutorials on the internet teaching you how to do that. Well, once you have it, what we need to do is make a material. All right, you got to make a material. And when you make a material from base color, well, press 3 and do left click, you'll get the color parameter. All right, and all you need to do now is convert it to a parameter, name it color. I've done it already. And for the opacity, you need a texture. You can just write here texture. All right, texture sample or normal texture would do, and just plug in the alpha. We need it just for the um, feeds alpha. And make sure to make this material domain to deferred decal and blend mode to translucent, just like I did here. And in your foot texture, add your footprint texture. I have made two, one for each, one for right and one for left, but it doesn't matter. You can only make one. Initially, I made only one. The second one I made just to show you that it's left and right. All right, but it's not necessary. You can only make one and go forward with it. So once you have this material, all right, once you have this material, create a material instance. All right, once you have the material instance, I already have it here. We had made the texture as a parameter and also the color as a parameter. So now you can see, you can just duplicate it, and for the left one you can add the left one, and for the right one you can add the right footprint texture and change the color maybe. So this is for the grass. Just copy paste it again and make it for the blood or whatever texture you want. All right, so now you have the textures and the materials. Now what you got to do is make a blueprint class actor. All right, name it footprint, left and right, however you like. I would recommend to make one first for the left or for the right, then just copy paste it. Once you have made this, add a component, decal component. I have already did it. Okay, for the decal component, make sure to have your Y rotation to be -90, because that's how it works. Or else you won't be able to see it. And this X90, I have done it because my texture requires it. Texture is flipped in some sort of way. If you have that kind of texture which is a bit flipped or tilted, uh, mm, you tweak around these rotation things, all right, and you'll get the desired output. For decal material, input your base decal material. It doesn't matter if you have added the material direct. Okay, I have done that. I've added the material direct, but you can also make an instance and add the instance here. For these two things are important: fade start delay and fade duration. I've set it to 5 seconds each. Basically it is so that once you have made this, all right, it destroys itself after it gets invisible after a few seconds. All right, so if you don't delete it, it will cluster up your CPU and it will affect your performance basically. Also, remember to check this destroy owner after fade. Okay, be sure to put this boolean to true. All right, once you have done with this, go to variables, add a new variable, name it whatever you want. Let's say concrete material instance. All right, and it, as the name suggests, it should be a material instance. Oh, material instance object reference. Object reference. All right, now you compile it and here you get the material instance. I have already done that. Right now I don't have any concrete material to show you, so let's just delete this, but basically I've done that. And once you have it, make sure to make it public. This I logo symbol icon, make it open so that we can access it through uh, the blueprint from which we will call it. So now you have your footprints and different sets of footprints. Once you have that, you need to you need to go here in your project settings. You can go from file, I guess, file, or no, edit. Yeah, edit project settings. Go into your project settings, scroll down here and go into physics. Then once you are in physics, scroll down further and here you will see surface type, type 1, type 2, surface type default. You have 62 of them, so you can add 62 types of surfaces. And basically this is for your physical materials, and you can reuse those materials. For example, if I have blood, it does not mean that I can only use it on the floor texture. I can use it on multiple textures. So blood is blood. If I have multiple blood, like uh, green blood, blue blood, whatever, like different types of bloods which I want in my game to act differently, then I may have to make different surface types or something for that, but do that only if needed. For now, I'm showing you surface types where I have only added grass and blood. You can add anything you want, say concrete. All right, but right now we don't need that, so let it be none. Once you have done this, go out of your folder anywhere, right click, go into physics and go into select physical material. Select physical material, select, it will show, name it whatever you want, let's say concrete, open it, and here you can select your physical materials which you have named it here. We don't need it, I'll just delete this concrete one. Okay, it's deleting, yeah, deleted. So as you can see, I have this blood and this grass physical material. PM means physical material. Once you have those physical materials, go to your blood or grass texture or whatever texture whatever texture, sorry, whatever material you want to be to affect the footprints, go to that material and just go into the physical material section and just add your physical material there. You can just scroll down and type, or you can just select and pin it like this. Okay, so once you have done this, your text materials will have the physical material uh, which we will use to get the reference and determine which footprint to print. Okay, once you are done with that, go to your characters blueprint. All right, and create two planes. Go here, select your mesh, go here and select plane. Once you have a plane, I have two of them, footprint L and right. Make sure to socket them to the respective foot. I have one on the left. Oh, where is it? One on the left and one on the right. Make sure to keep it a bit above the feet so that you can see your footprints, or else it might get clipped under the ground texture or whatever texture you have. So just to avoid that, pull it a bit up and then select both of them, scroll down, go into the collision section and deselect generate overlap events. Can character step up on, select it to no, collision presets, no collision, and also cast shadows, set it to false, and also hidden in game, set it to visible. All right, once you have done that, we are using this just so that we can use this location so that we know where to print our footprints. Okay, this is for location sake. It doesn't matter if you have scaled it according to the foot or not. This is only for location sake. Okay, after you do that, go into event graph and then create two events, one for your footprint right and one for your footprint left. All this I'll show you in a while. Okay, but before that, once you have created this two, go into your mesh, go to your uh, animation blueprint. I'll just close this. Go into your animation blueprint, open it. Oh yeah, you got a copy and paste this footprint left and footprint right, and add your footprints accordingly. It slipped through my mind, sorry. Well, it's basic knowledge. So once you have done that, okay, go back and go to your, hold on, yeah, go to your animations, all the type of running and walking animations that you want uh, to affect this footprints. Right now I have only added this to my running animation, not to my walking animation, and I'll show you how it affects it and why you should have it on both, or if you should not have it on both, depending on your game. So let's open up my run animation, and as you can see, I have created two notifies. Basically, right click on this notify section, add notify, new notify, name it whatever you want, and then place it wherever you want on the footstep, maybe here, maybe after the footstep is almost done. Okay, place it one for right and one for left, make it individually. And once you have done this, you don't need to make it again and again. You can just go in add notify and search for yeah, search for this skeleton notifies here, foot R, foot left, you'll have it. Okay, so once you have these notifies, go to your animation blueprint, on event blueprint begin play. If you don't have this, just call begin play. All right, it will show. It doesn't create a new one because there can be only one begin play. So get your player pawn and cast to your player character whatever its name is, and convert it to a promote it to a variable. Then right click, get your anim notifier. I have named it foot L and foot R. Whatever you have named it will appear. Select it, and and then get your third person reference, and from that get your um, events that you have created here. The events, two events you created for your footprints. All right, and call them respectively for footprint L and R. Then go back to your character, and now is the most important part. Get your mesh, get its socket location, get a socket location, and the bones to which you have parented this. Oh, hold on, did I forget to mention that you have to parent it? Okay, you can parent it to the respective bones you want. Okay, parent it to the respective bones, foot L and foot R. Okay, sorry, a few things slipped off my mind. Okay, so once you have done this, you need a line trace, get axis location, and multiply it by a vector where the z is -100. Not multiply, subtract it by a vector. Subtract by a vector where the z is 100. All right, so that it shoots a ray down to its feet to check the ground. And if it doesn't detect anything, it means we are in air. We are jumping or in mid-air, so it doesn't need to print any footsteps. But if you want some air footsteps, I don't know how, but if you want, you can just do additional things from here. So once you have got the line trace, get a branch, as you can see, get another branch. Okay, from outhead, get surface type. So it will show you what surface we are stepping on. All right, and get if the surface is equal to the surface that we want. Right here I have selected directly blood. If you want multiple of them, you can make an array. You can make an array of that or something and feed it in, or loop it to check if it is same. Then once you are on once you have checked if it is on blood, all right, you need to make a boolean. I have named it on blood. You can call it whatever you want, like on blood, on cement, on paint. Okay, then get your foot L and foot R, which is basically the plane that we created. Get its world location. Okay, and spawn an actor. Get spawn actor from class, and for spawn actor from class, you feed this location and get actors rotation for the rotation. For spawn transform scale, I have set it to 0.1, but you can scale it according to your texture. Sometimes this might be too small for a texture or might be too big for a texture. It depends on your texture. Convert this to a variable. Okay, and from this surface type, get surface types, create a switch. It will automatically create a switch of your physical surfaces that you have created already, which were here where we created it. Okay, get a switch, and then get your okay. Yeah, and then you have to get this. Okay, the variable you created, get, and from that you can get the decal. All right, here in the, what do you call it, spawn actor, yeah, here in the spawn actor you have to add the, what's this, yeah, blueprint class that we created. Okay, that's what we want to spawn now, and from that we get the decal and the material that we created. So this is basically, if we go into your our FPR, we get the decal, and from the decal we get the decal material. So as you can see, from this we get the decal, and from decal we get the decal material. Okay, and we set the material by these variables. So remember I asked you to make them public. If you don't make them public, it will give you an error and show that this is not accessible. So make sure to make it public. And for, sorry, that was my phone. And for each surface, make a new decal material and just call the particular decal in material instance, these material instances which we created. You can even add more. So right now if I want to make a concrete material, what I have to do is go here, type in concrete, refresh this node. Okay, concrete, refresh node, I'll have concrete. Then from there I'll copy paste this, it is decal, right, for concrete here. Then go back in my footprints, create a new material, name it concrete, compile, and for concrete I'll add the respective material instance. I'll just, oh sorry, that is my phone again. I'll just copy paste this and change my textures and colors however I want. All right, so where were we? Yeah, this concrete thing. uh, yeah, now once you have done this, okay, let me show you what will happen if we don't, if we stop here. All right, if we just stop here, okay, and not go into this part, we'll just have footprints respective to the ground surface. Okay, but we won't be able to bring back the footprints from the material that we were walking on. Okay, as you can see, when I go on the blood or red paint, it shows the red paint footprints, but when I come back it does not have my footprints. So what we will do is, from the branch we created, if it is false, okay, we get another branch and check if on blood is true. Okay, so if on blood is true, which means we were on the blood part, and now and since it is false here, we are not on the blood part right now. Okay, so get the sequence from true, get a sequence for the first part, get a do once node and a delay, and then set your on blood or whatever you named it, that boolean, oh sorry, that boolean to false. And after it is done, reset this do once. And for the second part of the sequence, spawn actor, exactly the thing we did here. Okay, it is same replicated, just that we have skipped this part, this switch part. We have also added the, we have also set the variable which we have already created here when we made this. So you don't need to make another variable, don't make another variable, just copy paste this and then connect it here. All right, you can just do that. I'll delete this one. Okay, and set the decal to blood material. All right, I'll just revert back what I did for the left foot. Do the same for the other foot as well. But remember, when you are doing it, this will be changed. As you can see, I have foot L here, foot R, which is foot L, foot R. Okay, so when you copy paste, make sure to change the things for the other foot. Similarly, this might be an issue. You might forget this, that we have to create a new variable for this here. Okay, here we'll just use this one, but here we make a new variable and we reuse it here in the bottom false part. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Once you have done that, go back to play, and now when we are on nothing, it will show our normal footsteps. When we are on grass, we show our grass footsteps, and when we are on blood, it shows our blood footsteps. When we come out of blood, it still shows our blood footsteps for a while before going back to our normal footsteps. If you want to change the delay of how long the footsteps should show, you can always have this changed. This duration may be promoted to a variable and then change it. Okay, so yeah, that is it for the tutorial. And if I have missed anything, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any further requests, oh yeah, this I've made this one on request. Someone commented on my previous video. So yeah, if you have any request, let me know in the comments below, or you can DM me on my Instagram. I have linked it in my bio down. No, oh sorry, not bio, description down below. And yeah, let me know if I have missed anything, or if you know a better way to do things or whatever. Well, thank you then. Thanks for watching.